So, my people, there is this breaking news that Nigeria police arrested Uncle Dele Farotimi over defamation. You guys know that I posted one of his video here where he said that Nigeria police is after his life. But before I allow you guys to watch that short clip and also hear what Aisha Yusuf have to say concerning this new development, let me just read that what Showore have to say concerning this matter. He said, I just spoke with Kunle Akinwale, the commissioner of Nigeria Police Force Ekiti State Command. He admits that they arrested Dele Farotimi and that he is being driven from Lagos to Ekiti by road. I told him categorically that this constituted an abuse of police powers and that this civil case should not have warranted police intervention. When he admitted to me that they were driving him from Lagos, I asked him repeatedly, did he kill someone? He even said he was still under investigation for cybercrime. This illegal arrest was staged by one of the Nigeria's most senior lawyer, Afe Babalola San. And that this news that are going around saying the reason why Uncle Dele Farotimi was arrested is because Dele Farotimi wrote a book titled Nigeria and its Criminal Justice System. So my people, as you can see, this is not just arrest, this is kidnap, because I listened to the one of the eyewitness, my people. It was a shocking story, honestly. Let me allow you guys first to listen to what Dele Farotimi said 2 weeks ago, and as well as what Aisha Yusuf have to say concerning this matter.
I do have a few things on my mind that are served to remind me that I do want us to talk before the talk. Now, it is not my style to bring my persecution by the system to the public space. Never. I have dealt with the numerous challenges and attacks that I've experienced in my life from the system and operatives of the system without coming to the public to talk about them, because I believe they are private to me, and as a citizen, quote and unquote, we will continue to test the boundaries of the law to find solutions to these problems and challenges. For 6 years, I was dragged through the courts. I was sentenced effectively to a term of life imprisonment unless I paid the sums of about, I think, 214 million naira. Paid the sums of about, I think, 214 million naira. The EFCC was pressed into evil agency. For 6 years, I was taken through the court systems. It took the Court of Appeal to free me. You can look up the case, Dele Farotimi versus the Federal Republic of Nigeria. I never came to the public space to talk about it. I took it. I never once came to you to tell you what I was dealing with. 6 years. It took the Court of Appeal, Lagos Division, to free me in a 2-1 majority decision, something that should never ever have proceeded to any court. I suffered the betrayal of one of the gods of men in this town. Left wounded, grievously wounded on the battlefield. I never once came to this place to talk about it, and I still would not. In 2021, a traditional ruler in this town sat at the head of a plot to murder me. I submitted petitions to the Commissioner of Police at the time, Akim Udumosu, and I did submit one to the State Security Services, Shangisha. Nothing came of it, in spite of the fact that names were given. Specific location was provided. Nothing came out of it. The only reason I spoke about it in public was so that you would all be aware if anything had happened to me at the time, and even now, of the persons who are involved or who are involved in that plot. The same people trying to kill me at the time sit today in the seat of the presidency. I never came to the public to talk to you about it, and my reasons are very simple. You don't do what I do without being prepared to die whenever death comes. And I died a long time ago. Nobody is about to start scaring me with death. Let's be clear about that. So I never bothered coming to you to talk about it. I operated a waste management franchise in this town. I did not owe Loma a dime. I paid my franchise fees faithfully. It took Loma a single letter querying me to cancel my franchise. I never came to the public space to talk about it. I'm in court. On Monday, I received a summons from the police because a thin-skinned member of the Nigerian ruining class is offended by my words. I wasn't going to talk about that either. I was going to deal with it as I was already dealing with it. But yesterday, I got information that yet another principality is determined to use the powers of the Nigerian state and the Nigerian police, suborn their powers in pursuit of me. Let me be clear. If anybody should arrest me, let nobody beg for my freedom. Demand that they should take me to the court. Maybe they are the ones who are always saying go to court. I've always used the court as my instrument of battle. Even as much as I have continuously assailed that judiciary as an institution, it still remains the judiciary, and I will use it. But let nobody presume to plead with anybody on my behalf. I have lived my life up till this point, waiting for the consummation of this crystallization between myself and the system. I am here. I'm going nowhere. If anybody's going to run, now I go run. Not they run from honor.
Hello everyone. Honestly, today it's been crazy. It's been crazy just sitting, and the more you hear about how they took Mr. Dele Farotimi, it's really so annoying. Honestly, it's really extremely very annoying. I don't know whether these people think that they are the ones that have monopoly of violence or whatever. The fact that we are law abiding, we choose to be law abiding, doesn't mean that we are fools, and neither should that be taken as weakness, because that's exactly what they all seem to be doing, especially that Nigeria police force that is always used, so unfortunate at every moment, always used to do the wrong things that you will not imagine. The same Nigeria police will sit down as fools, and then their people will be killed anyhow. Their members are being killed anyhow by bandits, by terrorists, by all sorts of things. Just a few days ago, a lawmaker was abducted. Guess what? They killed the oddly. What's the oddly? Policemen or whatever. Yet police are not angry enough. They don't focus on those things. It's to focus on people and take away people's voices. Wherever it is, they will use whatever angle that they want to use and bring things in. It's crazy. First of all, you get from this yesterday. I think yesterday, Mr. Dele Farotimi did a media release to say, look, they're trying to silence him. They are coming after him, using people, trying to abduct him. What is wrong with the Nigerian police? Why are you always bent on behaving as if you're terrorists or you're bandits? Can't you do better? You're being paid by public, funds. You're being paid by taxpayers' money. So you should not sit down and be unfortunate and be behaving as if you're terrorists or you're bandits, finding funny ways. If someone has a case against someone, you need to arrest someone, whatever, give the person a call. If you call someone like Dele Farotimi, he will come and meet you. He did come and he did went for the the invitation that came from an arm of the Nigeria police. Another arm of the Nigeria police from another state decided that they were going to be unfortunate and do things on their own. Came into his office, abducted him, seized all the phones of the people around, the staff that were around, the lawyer and everything. Who does that? Who does that, for crying out? This is an abduction. This is not even an arrest. Calling it an arrest is being economical with the truth, no matter what it is that you say out there. And of course, in the last few days, Mr. Dele Farotimi has been talking about something that is very, very instrumental, very, very much needed, which is electoral reform. Talking about the issue of there should be independent candidacy, there should be an electoral reform that allows independent candidacy, and also direct transmission exhibition of result should be mandated in the in an electoral reform, not the one that they say, oh, it's either or not at discretion of whatever, and that there must be, that full I said no more collation anywhere. Let it be directly. It is being put out there. And some of the things that he have asked for, like there are other things that citizens can do, which are one of them would be things like sit at home, if that's what at the end of the day that needs to get the message out there for it to be done and stuff like that. And one of the things that I've been saying it, and I've been saying it for a very long time. And look, they have been all out to get people, to get advocates, activists, people who have voices, to smear them. That's why they'll be using a lot of smear campaign. Where smear campaigns are not working, they're looking for arrests. There are people they arrest, and then they will use one thing or the other and say, oh, it's because of this civil case, one civil case here, one whatever there, that they're doing this or that or whatever. Nobody is above the law in Nigeria. Nobody is above the constitution. Anybody does anything, anybody feels offended by anything that has been said about them, by the truth or whatever, the ignoble action they have done that had made Nigeria to be as bad as it is, then do a redress. You don't go as like like a terrorist group and begin to abduct people from their houses and do all sorts of things. Anybody that has an issue with anything, go out there and do it the way it's constitutionally mandated. Not the one that you want to what? You want to what really? Let me remind everybody, we are citizens, we are not slaves in this country. Nobody is anybody's slave in this country. Nobody is anybody's slave at all. I don't know what is entering you people said. Some of it is the money that you've made, money you've looted, stolen. Some of it is money that you'll be able to use connection, that one way or the other to get it. Some of it is by subverting, the what's this called now? The justice system. You'll be able to make your whatever, keep it and do your thing, but don't bring and come anybody else. Because all of us had a crazy. Nobody normal for Nigeria. Men are not the things now. Only not normal for that country. Nobody normal at all for that Nigeria. The one we say they try to cool our head. It's the only thing we will do. Maybe they do through constitution. Maybe they do and through the law. No can they miss say we don't know what they do. So all of that nonsense. Me not just stop on now. Me not just carry on and say that Dele Farotimi was not check carry am for in house. Come me na carry am back, go drop am for in house again. If na got any business, una want do, make una follow the right process. Me una call Dele Farotimi no dey fear arrest, no dey fear may dey DC. Follow the due process. Carry and go. Say may come your waiting they call a police station, will come meet you. Anybody will get case with her, may come meet her and they may they sit and may they do that thing. But this one be saying I want the Lord and over people. People don't they vex before. People don't they vex. So you don't don't reach enough. Terrorists go there, terrorists go do anyhow. Terrorists go carry arms against the country, go keep people, go do anyhow. Una go sit down, say una they forgive them, una they rehabilitate them, una they kiniko there. But now citizens where they talk, where they open their mouth, talk, say, may they not do anyhow. Now those citizens, now I want they carry shoulder for the carry body for the one they do anyhow. Me una free Dele Farotimi now. Yanga just sit down, sleep, je. I want take now. I've been in trouble. Now I just sit down, sleep, je. Now I want go carry on two left legs, K legs, go be Yanga way go take wake her up. Now for small thing, nine big thing they happen. How some people talk say dan hiking the career na she kids own maka ido. Dan hiking the career na she kids own maka ido. Now that small thing where they still finish, where it is say no be anything, no fit be anything. Now in they turn become something. This country we are all citizens. No Nigerian is more Nigerian than any Nigerian. And nobody should sit down and think that they are going to harass anybody or put fear in anybody. No be die. Now die. Now pass that die. Die not die. Now and anyhow we die one come. Now so that die go be. Everybody. So me na notice na one use harassment or whatever. If na arrest, so me na get ready or me na arrest. Plenty people go dey when na go arrest to. If no wahala, if na from there the revolution will kukuma start. Make kukuma start because it be like say na inside there the freedom even dey pass the outside way dey here. Because I don't understand why at every moment in time Nigerian police will be so unfortunate, will turn itself into a weapon to be fashioned against the people rather than them, upholding peace and order. They are the ones that behave more like a criminal enterprise, like a terrorist enterprise. What's the difference between bandits, what bandits do, and what the Nigerian police has done with Dele Farotimi? I ask again, and I'm very serious, and I really want to see answers. What's the difference? Please, Nigeria police, you people should not be unfortunate. Free Dele Farotimi.
Chai, my people, look at the kind of country that we all find ourselves. A very lawless country indeed. Like it is Uncle Dele Farotimi today, who is going to be the next tomorrow. Just as Aisha Yusuf always said, that we all are victims. It's just a matter of time. If they can treat Uncle Dele Farotimi like this, then what about you and I? Honestly, this is really, really worrisome. And it is high time for we all to stand up and say enough is enough. Because after all, we are paying all these our security agents to protect and guide us, not to humiliate us and intimidate us. Enough is enough. Free Dele Farotimi now.
Welcome to